We are the TICA family.
We were born and raised in the Philippines. Our second church is Hillcrest Baptist Church in Richmond, Indiana, with Pastor Carmen Hall. And our mission agency is Baptist Evangelistic Missionary Association in Columbus, Ohio. The Philippines is home to the finest beaches in the world, where 488 coral species among the 500 in the world are found. The most popular mode of transportation is the Jeep. Most of our creations are the GI Jeeps the American soldiers brought to the country in the 1940s. Considered as one of the living wonders of the world, the rice terraces is located in the northern part of the country, which evidently proves that rice is always part of their meal. Being under Spain for almost 400 years, from its discovery in 1521 until 1898, its religion is predominantly Roman Catholic, which is 85%, 7% Islam, 5% Protestant, and 3% Buddhist and other ethnic religions. Religiosity is of no question, with the actual whipping of the back and the literal crucifixion rituals men and women do during Holy Friday. They stick 15 to 20 sharp razor blades in a block of wood, and they hammer it down on the back of the volunteers until their skin pores open. A 5 to 7 inch sharp nail will be pounded on both arms without anesthesia. These they do for repentance, thinking that they will be forgiven their sins and accepted by God. In 1977, my father, Brother P.O. TICA, planted the Malabon International Baptist Church in the city, northern side of Manila. After 10 years, the church grew to have 8 more churches, which were started from its. God gave him a vision to plant churches all over the Philippine Islands. Thus, the Higher Ground Baptist Mission was started, a local organization in the Philippines where I served as director of since 2001. Higher Ground Bible College is a seminary which trains national missionaries to plant a church after a 4-year course. I have been serving as associate pastor and outreach evangelist coordinator at Malabon International Baptist Church since 1998. My wife Christine has been teaching first grade at the Higher Ground Baptist Academy since 1989. She's homeschooling both Debbie and Denise while here in the United States on deputation. We have been blessed by God with different evangelistic ministries in the Philippines, such as medical missions, weekly feeding programs, Mother's Day food tasting, grandparents fair, baby fair, youth camps, and musical drama presentations during Easter and Christmas. All activities include the gospel preaching, where we have seen hundreds get saved and spiritual growth at Malabon International Baptist Church. As we go home to the Philippines, we will plant a church in Quezon City, a city right beside Manila with 6 million souls, and home to the State University of the Philippines, where me and my wife have our graduate degrees in music and speech communications. God has laid upon our hearts to reach the young married couples, young professionals, businessmen, and students of the university in this highly urbanized city. They might be successful in this life, but without Jesus Christ, they will spend eternity in hell. Please pray for the TICA family. Pray for protection as we travel, provision of good health, and partners who will pray and financial support in a regular basis on this great burden to reach the Philippine Islands for Christ.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved like me. I once was lost, but now I found. Was blind, but now I see.
We are the TICA family. Very well. We're missionaries to the Philippines, and we'd like to say hello. You remember this song? We sang about 13 years ago. When it goes with 3 and 4. We'll sing till they're 40. We'll 70. Because we know that God will bless you. That's the TICA family song. I'm still trying to stretch that voice of Denise. I know she can kind of hit those high notes, but you remember that song 13 years ago. We sang it first time right here at Hillcrest Baptist Church. The girls were 3 and 4 years old. And I wanted to show that DVD because we always want to go back to where we came from, where we started. And looking back 13 years after, how much God has blessed, not only us as a family, loving each other, being united and everything, but the ministry, how it has extended to all these churches, not only in Metro Manila, but throughout the entire Philippine Islands. And we are honored so much to partner with Hillcrest Baptist Church for all these 13 years. And I hope you won't get rid of us, because we will never get rid of you. We treat Richmond, Indiana as our home, away from home. And we will be here only a short time this time. This is an unplanned trip by us, but it was planned by God. And we will tell you more about this as we go on. Last year, December, the owner of the property where Hillcrest Philippines is on offered us the sale of the property. We are supposed to have it leased for 5 years, from 2014 to 2019. So we were hoping to lease it for 5 years until she came to me in December last year and said, if you have the money next year, don't lease it anymore, buy it from me. And you know, as Pastor Holman knows, Marissa is her name. She is not a believer, nor she is a Christian. She is an atheist. and she's not an angry atheist, but she's still challenged by the concept of God. But when she said to me last December, if you have the money, buy the property, it seemed as if she was saying, if your God has the money, buy the property. I told God about her. I said, God, did you hear what she said? And what if God gives us the money and we give her the money? What would her reaction be towards her faith? We built a baptismal pool. We'll show you pictures later. It's just so exciting. And a lot of you have been there, Dan and Bridget, and all those that came to the Philippines. It's just exciting happening in the Philippines, especially where Hillcrest churches are. She allowed us to set up a baptismal pool in January this year. And she asked several questions. She said, why would you need a baptismal pool? Well, you could just sprinkle the babies, you do that. I said, no, we don't do that. Because in the Bible, you have to immerse the person underwater. It should not be a baby, it should be someone who knows what he or she is doing already. He kept asking questions like, was Jesus baptized? Did he actually command to be baptized? I opened Matthew 20:19. I opened Matthew chapter 3. What's the meaning of baptism? I opened Romans chapter 6. And I asked, I said, if you ask one more question, I said, you will have to have an agreement that after I answer your question and you get satisfied, I'll baptize you, right? Then she stopped asking questions. But from January this year up to this moment, 71 people have been baptized already in that baptismal pool. And not only in our church, but also we really extended that help to our church, our home church in Manila, where my dad's pastored for 40 years now, the Melabon International Baptist Church. We also baptized some of their members. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to reach out. But when we're up against a challenge, and we are up against a challenge every day, you never know what the day will bring you. When you're up against a challenge, I learned one thing, that we should not look for a solution, because the solution is always there with God, according to His will. We should always look at the Savior. We should always look at Him, who He is, and recognize what He can do through us. So that when we were thinking about, and being a little bit worried and anxious about what God is going to do, we thought of this song that Debbie and Denise will share with you. That when you worship, start worshiping God amidst your problems, amidst the challenges, and you'll see how big your God is. You will understand that it's never your problem anymore, because after all, it is His. Here's a song entitled "How Great Is Our God," with a segue on how great thou art. And there's a theme song about this building project that we have. You have to recognize who God is, and when we see who He is, then we'll see our problem is a lot smaller than we think it is against our God.
The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, all the earth rejoice. He wraps Himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at His voice, and trembles at His voice. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. Age to age extends, and time is in His hands, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead, three in one, Father Spirit, serve the Lion and the Lamb, Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? I will sing how great is our God. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Praise God. How great thou art, amen. And it's a song that just it came out of nowhere. We were thinking and praying about this building project, and you know, when I hear David sing, you know, you understand that time flies, and you know, thank God that they're being used by God in this manner. They have been a great big help for us. But when we were here in the United States earlier on in 2003, 04, 05, when Debbie and Denise were still in the works learning songs, you know, as small kids, my sister Miracle came with my mom, and we used her during that time to also sing and share. She was she would be 12 or 13 years old during that time. But we are so thrilled to have her with us tonight, sharing the song tonight. And I asked her to bring her son with her up on stage, so he'll be trained to sing up here, like what Deb and Denise experienced. So welcome, Miracle and Calvin.
Because the stars wanna know, he knows how much sand is on the shores. He sees every sparrow that falls. He made the mountains and the seas. He's in control of everything, of all creatures great and small. And he knows my name. Every step that I take, every move that I make, every tear that I cry, he knows my name. When I'm overwhelmed by the pain, can't see the light of day, I know I'll be just fine. 'cause he knows my name. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I can't tell you what's in store. I don't know a lot of things. I don't have all the answers to the questions of life, but I know you might have to leave. He knows my name, every step that I take, every move that I make, every tear that I hide. He knows my name when I'm overwhelmed by the pain. Can't see the light of day. I know I'll be just fine, 'cause he knows my name. You knew I was when he carried my cross. He knew that I would fail him, but he took the loss. He knows my name, every step that I take, every move that I make, every tear that I cry. And he knows my name when I'm overwhelmed by the pain. Can't see the light of day. I know I'll be just fine, 'cause he knows my name. Every step that I take, every move that I make. He knows my name when I'm overwhelmed by the pain. Can't see the light of day. I know I'll be just fine, 'cause he knows my name. Every move that I make, every tear that I cry, 'cause he knows my